Alright, so tonight on Cooking for a Redneck, I'm going to make something I've never made before. I got some dirty pork hammers. See? Pork tenderloin to that one person. See? Don't want to have to say I told you so. But anyways, I'm going to do some pork tenderloins in some sort of like a mushroom soup gravy sauce type thing. I'm going to of course take off all the weird ball sack and stuff, and I'm gonna hack it up into cubes, put it in my little roasty thing, and put it on for I don't know, a couple hours at 350, maybe 3 hours. And even look, I even set the time. So we'll wait till the hydro goes out again. We'll have time till the hydro goes out. So yeah, mashed potatoes, and then I'm going to do some carrots and brown sugar, make them candied. I'm going to hack up some Brussels sprouts. I'm going to use one of my the So Juicy bags. But what I'm going to do is quarter them and take off the nump and add some garlic and some, what is this stuff? Olive oil into the bag, and hopefully they'll roast up and we'll have some roasted garlic Brussels sprouts with our meal. Hopefully they turn out. We'll see. Alright, I got meat all hacked up, and I got it a little bit bigger than, you know, bite-sized pieces. Well, maybe a little bit more bigger than bite-sized pieces, because I'm not sure if it's going to shrink or not. And in this concoction I have 2 cans of mushroom soup, a heaping teaspoon of minced garlic, and maybe a tablespoon of honey mustard, and about 8 gurgly shakes of Worcestershire sauce. And like I said, I never made this before, so we're going to see how it turns out. I'm going to mix it all together and mix in the meat stumps. And oh yeah, the Brussels cigarettes, I did them in half, because I guess I didn't need to quarter them. They weren't that big. And I got my carrots in the pot ready to go. Oh, and before I forget, I just mixed it with maybe 2-3 tablespoons of olive oil and maybe a teaspoon of garlic. So I'm going to try as I go, because I don't really cook with recipes too much. I just kind of go with what I think might be tasty. So I'm going to try as I go to tell you what I did. And yeah, so got it. I'm going to mix it, going to get it in the oven, and we'll check in midway through. Alright, I got the meat all mixed in with the mushroom gravy slop mix. I don't know even what to call it. So I'm gonna cover it, put it in the oven, and now I gotta peel friggin' potatoes. So the Brussels sprouts have been in for about 15 minutes now, and they're sizzling pretty good. So I've never done this before, so I just gotta keep an eye on it and see. Hopefully it turns out. Oh, I have a funny story about Brussels sprouts. When Chris broke his back and he was in the hospital, they were giving him all kinds of different pain medicines, and it was rubbing his head, and he was talking about different things, and he was saying to me that he wanted some Brussels sprouts. And I said, okay. And he wanted fresh Brussels sprouts with cheese on it. So when he comes out of the hospital, like this is, a couple weeks later now, by the time I've gotten around to making him Brussels sprouts, and he didn't even remember he talked about it, but he didn't love that kind too much. But we're going to try it again. It's been a while now, so we'll try to trick him in fresh Brussels sprouts. You want some supper? You want some food? Want some supper? You want some supper? Supper time, supper time. Supper time, supper time. This is a song I sing him every day. Supper time, supper time, supper time. You're so crazy. You want some food? Okay, let's feed you. Okay. You want some food, Stinky Roo? Abby's. You want some supper? You want some supper? Merch! 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 So I ended up taking the Brussels sprouts out at about 35 minutes. They seem to be getting soft and way before the pork is done. So we'll just take that out and set it aside, and then when the pork's almost done, I'll shove that back in the oven to reheat, and then I'll get my potatoes and carrots cooking. Alright, so it's just a little plate tonight. Chris had some late lunch today, so just a little bit will do. So the meat took a little bit less time than I thought. It was in there for about an hour and 45 minutes. You know, if you leave it a whole pork tenderloin, obviously you're going to have to cook it longer. The Brussels sprouts was about 40 minutes in total, and yeah. So we got pork tenderloin in a mushroom gravy sauce, mashed potatoes, candy carrots, and roasted Brussels sprouts. And remember, if you ate today, thank your old lady.